Hi there, Jeff here from the Wetsuit Centre. That time of year again we're talking about winter wetsuits. This time we're talking about the O'Neill RG8 for fall 2011 and that's into winter 2012. Fantastic wetsuit for this year. It's a lot of sort of new technology and features put into the suit to make it even warmer and more flexible. If anyone remembers the RG8 from last year, it's basically an evolution of the Psycho 1 series, and this time they're using the chest zip, the fuse entry system, which you can see at the top here. But they're also still pushing the eco side of things, the the Regenerate material, which is the polypro used inside the wetsuit is actually made from sustainable materials, so it's more eco-friendly and it's less damaging to the environment in terms of the actual process and how they make it. Primary selling benefits of this suit, if we run through some of the things that's still the same, it's 100% ultralight neoprene, so you still get that huge amount of flex right the way through the suit. Minimal seams and minimal panels within the suit as well, so you've got no seams holding back the suit or affecting the flexibility. Okay, really soft, lightweight neoprene. It's going to feel good against your skin. It's going to stick to your skin really well, and make sure there's no sort of pockets and air pockets and water pockets within the suit which are going to make you cold. So that's a really good benefit. The seams themselves are liquid tapes on the outside, so you can see that. There. One thing you can notice as well, they've gone less heavy with the liquid taping this year, so instead of having a big old splurge of liquid taping, they've sort of streamlined it so that it's more flexible and there's more sort of pull, and it's less sort of, you can't feel it against your skin and restricting you as much as you have been able to in previous years. On the inside of the suit, it's just sewn basically. So you don't get the double layering of liquid taping, you only get it on the outside, because really you only need it on one side of the suit anyway to ensure that it's going to be sealed. Okay, the suit is glued and blind stitched obviously, so underneath the liquid taping it is glued and sealed, so there shouldn't really be any water coming in through the seams of this suit. Another key sort of selling benefit of the RG8 series is the chest zip entry system. The Psycho 1 previously was always back zip, but they switched to the fuse entry system. Really nice chest zip entry system, basically all sealed across the whole suit, except the front where you actually get in. And basically if we pull that back, I can show you the mechanism and how it works. Get in. You've got the little toggle there which fastens the zip down, stops it sort of moving within the water, so it's not going to open up while you're actually in the sea or in the water. The zip is specially treated to make sure that no water comes in between the teeth. You've got a flap of neoprene under there just to seal it. Any water that does come in through the front is then guided out the front of the suit here basically. Underneath, essentially what happens is this piece of flap of neoprene is actually sewn over the wetsuit itself. So what you've got underneath is this really high collar on the suit basically, which will create a seal naturally around your neck anyway. And then what happens is the top part of the suit actually goes over the top of that, reinforcing the seal, and meaning that any water that does come in through the zip is just going to be met with the actual suit itself and guided out and not into the suit, so it's not going to flush through and make you cold. And around the back of the suit it's brought up really high again, basically liquid tape for us to make it nice and robust, and any water that comes in through the collar, instead of going into the suit, should be met with this back panel and guided out through the drain hole around the back of the fuse entry system here as well. Okay, really good system of keeping the water out basically. You know, it's a complete seal. You've got no zip on the back of the suit restricting your movement on the back panel at all, and obviously no zip means there's less area for the water to actually get into the suit, so essentially there should be hardly any water actually getting into this wetsuit. The tricky thing is actually getting into these suits in and out of chest zips. If you've ever tried, it is a little bit harder than back zips, which is why some people prefer a back zip. But what O'Neill have done to sort of counteract that is they've married up two sort of flaps here basically, which pull apart and mean it's a lot easier for you to get in and out of the suit itself. If I just pop that there, you can sort of demonstrate that. It does open up nice and far, so there's plenty of sort of area to get into the suit. One thing they've kept the same as well in terms of inside the suit is the polypro material, and this is the regenerated stuff. So this is the more eco-friendly stuff. It's like a fleecy polypro firewall material, ultra flex firewall. Very lightweight, and basically that wicks water away from your body. It's kind of like thermal underwear, very sort of fleecy and furry. What that does is as heat leaves your body, instead of being lost through the neoprene, it's basically retained inside the suit by that polypro against your core area where all your organs are. Nice and furry. And you get that around the back now as well, so you get a little bit more in this year's suit. You also get liquid taping around the the actual sort of polypro panels as well. That's the only really sort of places you get liquid taping. It's just to reinforce the suit on the stress points, basically, where it's more likely to come apart. So it's just, again, adding that extra feature just stop you pulling the suit apart through sort of time and use. Okay, then, so if we have a little look at what the key differences are in terms of last year's suit and this year's suit, so between 2010 and into fall 2011. Last year, it was kind of like an evolution of the Psycho 1, and so they didn't have any smooth skin. Apart from on the back of the suit around the kidneys. Basically the front panel was just pure neoprene, the idea giving you loads of flexibility. But what they found is that to improve the warmth of the suit without really having a detrimental effect on the actual flex of the suit, it was absolutely fine to add on the smooth skin panel on the front. Okay, so what you've actually got is this smooth skin which repels wind, and it's also mixed with the air insulated neoprene, O'Neill's patented air insulated neoprene inside the suit, and the Polypro as well. And basically what that does is you've got like a 3 sort of layer sandwich, basically, the inside being the furry Polypro, and then on the inside of the suit you've got the potholes inside the neoprene, basically, which retain air inside the suit and actually insulate you. And on the outside you've got the more advanced and flexible smooth skin, which has got loads of flex and stretch in it, basically. Okay, and what that does is just create sort of like a 3-layer sandwich. It's going to keep you really, really warm, repel wind, and basically make the suit warmer than it was last year, without affecting the flexibility of the suit too much. Around the back you've got more of that. It's more air insulated and smooth skin, and it's basically all to do with the RG8 air firewall, basically. It's the name of it, and that is made from recyclable materials as well, so it's nice and eco-friendly too. The other key difference is the seams. The liquid taping is thinner, more lightweight and more flexible, so the suit should feel more comfortable and light and less restrictive this year. Around the collars and around the cuff, if you come a little bit closer, what they've tended to do is use the sort of pinched in technique, basically, which creates a nice flat seam around your wrist. The idea being that underneath your gloves or whatever you're wearing, it's going to create a better seam, a better seal, basically, so there's less chance of water flushing up your arm and getting into the suit. You've still got things like the smooth skin around the cuff, just a nice little feature to make sure that the suit doesn't ride up on you. So that's a nice little function feature. You've got the fused chest zip system, which is still in place to ensure the suit is nice and sealed around the collar, and you've also got the code red system. So those familiar with that, basically, is a specially treated zip, which is really good at keeping out water, essentially. But that combined with the fused entry system, really shouldn't be any water coming in through the suit around the collar if it fits well. So those are the primary differences between last year's suit and this year's suit, and all in all the RG8 is basically a fantastic suit if you're looking for something which is nice and flexible and really warm, but without spending crazy money.